Man, mad respect to these people. They are walking barefoot because it's a religious event on like boiling hot roads, and they are dancing, performing, they have piercings. It's like extremely hot and humid for all of this, but the energy is next level. Like I went back for a round 2. Before I was motovlogging with the helmet while walking around through it, but I didn't really like the energy, so I went back again for a round 2. Okay, now we're gonna continue onwards to Jewtown, and maybe we'll come back here later at night if I still have energy. Looks like we have made it. Yeah, that's definitely a Jewish symbol, so we are in Jewtown now. Let's find ourselves a good parking and then explore these shops. Okay, found a nice, safe, secure parking for Fortuner. This is actually the Matancherry Water Metro Terminal, and they have a nice parking for 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler here. So I'm going to temporarily use that. There is also a bus parking, 4-wheeler parking out there, but 2-wheeler parking is like so-so. So I don't want to risk it, so I parked it in here. She will be secure out here. Now let's go walk around the Jewtown. Looks like this is some Devi temple, Pazayanur Bhagwati temple, which is closed at the moment because it's 1 p.m. But the building looks nice. There is also a nice green area around. Let's walk around for a bit. This is the Dutch Palace building, and then there is the separate entrance for the temple from here, but the door is closed here as well. Not sure what the prices are like inside, but maybe let's go check this out while we are here. I just got done with the Dutch Palace, spent about 10-15 minutes. It's a quick tour, just one floor. Has a lot of murals that have been preserved and some hand-drawn carriages and stuff from the older times. And other than that, you can't have videography inside, and just a 5 rupee entrance ticket. So I think for 5 rupees is worth it, but not worth like a special tour only to come here. But yeah, so now let's get out of here and start walking towards Jewtown and start exploring that a little bit. This is a pretty cool street, lots of handicrafts, clothes, the ancient artifacts and stuff. Not much of an interest for me, perfumes and spices as well, but I'm just enjoying the historic vibes of this place. There's a synagogue back there, we're gonna visit that next. Alright, all done with the Jew town and the synagogue and walking around the streets and stuff. Didn't find any interesting souvenir to bring back, but that's okay. Was looking at a few t-shirts, but those are like very simple, so didn't quite like them either. Anyways, let's go back to the terminal and grab Fortuner and be on the ride again. I think now I want to hop over to Ernakulam side, try and figure out how that works. But yeah, that's also something if you want to travel here with public transport. The water metro station is just walking distance from here, so you can come over to from Fort Kochi to Mattancherry water metro station and then walk over here and explore. If you don't want to bring your own vehicle or grab an auto or a taxi all the way over here. Otherwise the distance is more or less like 4 kilometers, so not too bad. Taking a highway pit stop for a little juice cum shake break, taking a mango shake. And I just remembered I didn't say that in the vlog, but when I was near the bastion, one of the cab drivers stopped me and asked if I wanted a cab tour, and I told him I know all the places, just tell me what you are covering. And he's like, majority of the places I already knew, and in fact I'm doing a lot of things outside their typical tourist package. For example, now I'm going to Edappally side. There are temples and churches out there, and he didn't have that in his package tour, so I can easily do that. And most of the things that he was saying was basically I asked him about the islands that are around the Fort Kochi area. So there are 3 islands in front of it, like I forgot the name, one with the V and then the one next to it and the one next to it. So he says there is a Cherai beach on the island with the name starting with V. Then on the next one is nothing. On the next one is just a empty island with a beach. And there is one to the right. He was saying like all of them are like pretty secluded, deserted kind of islands. So other than Fort Kochi there was nothing. Ernakulam, he says, is more like a modern city and not much to see in terms of touristic places. So other than the Fort Kochi area, basically he says there was nothing. Yet he was selling me a package tour when I said I've done almost everything in Fort Kochi. So that's not a discount doge? Acha. So I got a special request to add them to the vlog in exchange for a discount. So fine. So this is the juice shop. भैया दुकान का नाम तो बता दो. क्या? कौन सा box? Juice box. So this shop is called Juice Box. ये जगह क्या है? कोकम बड़ी. अच्छा. और एर्नाकुलम से कितना दूर? 3 किलोमीटर. यहाँ से 3 किलोमीटर एर्नाकुलम. अच्छा. वो क्या क्या है यहाँ पे? स्नैक्स और जूस.
जूस है, मोजिटोस है, समोतीस है, फलूदा है, सब कुछ है.
अच्छा. ये मैंगो शेक हो गया.
मैंगो शेक है.
अच्छा. Good. So they have snacks, juices, smoothies, faluda, and what else? Mojitos. So you can cool off here, and we are 3 kilometers from Ernakulam. So the cab guy said you'll have Ernakulam first, then Edappally. So I'm just gonna keep going. There's no destination, but that's why I'm taking a cooling off break. So now I am besties with Bhaiya. So I'm enjoying mango shake first. Then I told them also make a mojito while we are at it, and they say yeah, enjoy here. You can spend about half an hour or so. Oh, this is in front of the India Maritime University. That's across the road. So since we are so close to Ernakulam and the places with that are up ahead, there's no rush. It's just 2 p.m. and I just want to see the sunset from a new destination today. I don't know what's that going to be. So with that should give us about 3 odd hours to explore and not a whole lot of points. So I'm gonna take it nice and easy. Anyways, it's peak heat time now. Let's enjoy the mango shake. It's natural, no added sugars, nothing, and it's amazing. That was a really nice juice and shake break. Stayed here for almost half an hour. Had a mojito and a mango milkshake simultaneously. Now I'm kind of like a little bit in a shake coma, but that's why I want to start riding. So I'm all cooled off, no more sweating, nothing. Well, let's continue towards Ernakulam and Edappally and whatever further makes the most sense till we find something interesting. Let's continue the ride. So just got to the church in Edappally area. This is one of the massive churches that I saw. Looked really nice in pictures, so wanted to see that in real life. I'll show you in just a second. And the ride here is also pretty good. A nice and easy paced ride, and 2 or 3 water crossings, like overbridge water crossings. That was also really nice. And look at the church architecture. The sun is on the other side. I could have taken better pictures, but it's like right here, so it's a little bit difficult to get a selfie with this. But look at the views. It's like massive central architecture, 2 towers at the side. There's also this different part. I'm not sure what this is. Alright, so all done here with this church. Oh, there is also the metro. It's crossing right here. So I guess there's another public transport option that brings you to this church if you want to come here. I think it was called St. George Church. Forgot the name. Wait, let me look it up real quick. Yes, this is called St. George's Syro Malabar Church in Edappally area. And this is pretty nice and peaceful, very offbeat and very quiet. So if you want some quiet time and peace, you can definitely spend some time here. And other than that, I see there are some temples nearby, but most of them haven't opened because it's just 3:30. There's the Lulu Mall, but because I'm not interested in shopping or like high-end branded shopping at all, so that's not of interest to me. There are some islands nearby which seem like a good idea to go check out the sunset over the water bodies, so maybe I'll do that. So for the moment, I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit now that we have come this far, and then later we'll see what to do for the sunset. I saw a couple of options. There's a Marine Drive option, there is these islands close by, or we can always go back to the Fort Kochi area. Let's see what we end up doing, but for now I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit longer. I'm doing a casual evening walk. First it said Palace Road, then I think that's the board sign for Ganesha temple. Let's take a walk. If the temple is open, we can do the darshan, spend some more time in Edappally. I guess that says entry for devotees only 5:30 AM to 10:30 AM and then 5 PM to 8 PM. It's just 4:11, so not yet. Okay, have to find something else. Done walking around in the neighborhood. Nothing special out here, just a residential neighborhood with a few shops. Got a backyard view of the church, so did a full 3-4 kilometer walking around. Now it's 4:45 and let's go to the lakeside backwater side. It should be about 15-20 minutes of riding and then get set up for watching the sunset over there. There it is, the Lulu hypermarket and Lulu mega mall. Looks pretty massive. The NH66 in this part is also under construction along with other high-rise buildings. So you have to use service lanes all the way. There's a Durga temple here. Seems open, but maybe you come back later. So we are somewhere in Kadamakudy road, trying to look for some water body for sunset views. Nice backwater views. And we are also almost there, just 2 kilometers, and it's perfect time for the sunset. So that's the name of the island, Kadamakudy Kudi Island. That's why we are going for sunset today. Completely offbeat, no tourists around. So peaceful out here. Just nice, soothing, cool breeze. Nothing else. Just a few birds. Oh, kingfisher. And some cranes. And very clean waters. And some mangroves. Another bird. Nice. Let's get going. We still have 1.5 kilometers. And it's 5:24. Let's set up for the sunset. There are some adventure sports organizers. It allow you to do kayaking and visiting the mangroves. Some small boat tours providers, and the Chinese fishing nets are also visible out here. Well, that was fun. So we finally took the water metro with Fortuner and did a river sea cruise for a little bit. So from Vypin Island to our Fort Kochi, we did this. And now we are back to Samriddhi at Kochi. We're going to have a budget-friendly dinner as our last action item for the day.